Hello and welcome. In this video I'm going to demonstrate how to use this red light therapy belt from Mito. So if you are interested in doing red light therapy at home using a light belt like this, please stay with me. By the way, this video is not sponsored by anyone, but I'm affiliated with Mito Red Lights and they can kindly send me this light belt for free so I can demonstrate how to use it and compare with other products I have and help you make the right choice if this is the right product for you. And if you decide to purchase this light belt or other Mito products using my affiliate link down below, it will be at no extra cost to you and it will help support this channel. I really appreciate it. But actually, because I'm affiliated with them, I can offer you a discount code so you can get this light belt and other lights from Mito much cheaper. I think it's a win-win for everyone. So first we start with assembling light belt together with the power sources we've been sent in a box. If you want to know exactly what you receive in a box, you've got my unboxing video over here. And then I will demonstrate how to operate the controller, so you know what each button does and you can choose the right setting for your therapeutic session. And if you stay with me, at the end of the video I will show you different ways of using this light belt, because most people think that you just wrap it around your waist and that's it. That's only one way of using this light belt, but it is so multifunctional that you can use it on many areas of your body. So if you want to learn how to make the most of this red light therapy belt, please stay with me until the end of the video. So in a box with the light belt, you've got a lot of different things. So first, of course, you've got the controller. You've got like a jumper cable, you've got battery, and you've got a charger for the battery, and you've got the socket charger so you can use the belt while your battery is being charged. So you've got many options of using this light belt. So in the beginning you need to connect the controller to the light belt. And the light belt has got a special socket here. Let me demonstrate it for you here. The light belt has got a special connector, and you place this and you place one plug from the controller into this connector, and now we can choose the best settings for our therapeutic goals. And of course now we have choice. We can use a battery or we can use a charger. Let's say our battery is now being charged. For this we've got separate charger provided in the package, so it's very easy. You've got 3 different ports here and you've got USB-C port in the middle. So basically you put that USB-C cable inside, plug this to the socket, and the battery will be charged. This is high capacity battery, and it's got 15,000 milliampere hours, so it may take a while to charge it, let's say maybe a couple hours, but then the battery will last for several days, of course depending how often you are using the light belt. So let's say that we plug this to our socket to charge the battery, and in the meantime we want to do red light therapy using our light belt, and we've got this charger. So basically you plug the cable from the charger into the other side of the controller cable here, and then plug this to the wall. And now we are ready to use our light belt as it is right now. So for instance, the obvious way would be to place it around your lower back. For instance, for some people who have issues with pain in the lower back, it may be a good solution. By the way, this video is not a substitute for any kind of medical advice or treatment. What I share with you is just for educational purposes only. And I'm showing you how I would use it for me and my family members for their different problems. But of course, if you have any issues with health, you need to consult the relevant specialist. And if you decide to use red light therapy belt for these specific problems, you take full responsibility for what you're doing and the results you get. So if you want to use the light belt connected to the wall charger, of course you plug it to the nearest socket. I don't have it very close enough, so I would have extension lead, and I've got as well a power adapter, because I've got the charger which is suitable for US, and in British plugs are a little bit different. So basically I would use that connector and then turn it on, and on the controller set the appropriate setting. This is how easy it is to use with this kind of wall charger. But let's say you want to use it with the battery, because it gives you much more freedom, and using a light belt with the battery, you can do some chores, you can do some exercises, you can use it, for instance, when you work on the computer, like for instance you're sitting at the computer and you feel like some achy shoulders, or maybe some problems with your lower back muscles, then so you can use it with the battery and you are not restricted, you can move around the house easily. Okay, so let's do it right now. So I'm going to unplug that belt from this, and I'm going to unplug the charger. And now the situation is very similar. I need to connect the battery with the controller, and for this I've got this jumper cable. So basically the thicker part, I've got like two connections, so one is slimmer, one is thicker. So the thicker one goes into the controller, and the slimmer one goes into the battery. And then to turn it on, I just press the power in the battery. You've got 4 very faint LEDs, probably to save energy. So, you know, bigger LEDs will take more electricity, so they use very small ones. They look actually quite modern. So it gives you indication that it's like half charged, you know, fully charged. At the moment I've got 2 out of 4, so it means I've got the battery in full half capacity. Okay, so to turn it on, basically you just press the battery once and then turn the light on, and again the belt is on. Okay, so these are 2 ways. Let's just switch it off. So these are 2 ways you can connect the light to your preferred power source. And now let me show you how to use this controller, so you can specifically set the light belt according to your therapeutic goals. So let me demonstrate how to use this controller for the light belt. First we turn on the battery. So 1 press and the controller is on, and we've got 4 different buttons. This one turns the light belt on and off, so let's just press it to turn it on. This button with 2 arrows changes the wavelengths, so we can have, let's just press now, we can have 660, it will be shining only red light. We can press again, it will be 850, it will be near infrared, you can't see it. And then if you press it again, it will be all, it means both wavelengths, 660 and 850. And probably for most of the time you will use both wavelengths. Then you've got the button on the left with the clock, which means this is timer. So when we press it 1 time, it will be 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, 15, 20, 25 and 30. And so you can set it up from 5 minutes to 30 minutes timer, and of course the light bulb will turn off when you reach the time. And the last button here is plus and minus, and this controls the intensity of the light. You've got 5 different options, so let's just see what happens when I press it now. Okay, so now I've got L1 and you probably noticed the light is slightly brighter. I press it again, it'll be brighter, again brighter and brighter. So this is the brighter settings, L4, and if I press it again it will be L0, which means the lower setting which we start with. So let's just see it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, the highest setting, and then the lowest setting is L0. And if you want to end session before the timer, then you basically press that button to turn off the light bulb. And then if you want to save the battery, of course you press this longer for about 1 to 2 seconds, and then now you are ready to do other things. You just put away your light bulb and use it another time. By the way, with the light bulb you've got that charger. It's like a USB charger which you can use to power your battery, but I also tested and I can charge this battery with my regular charger for my mobile phone. I've got a Motorola with USB-C charger, and it did charge the battery as well. So of course this gives you even more option, because let's say if you travel with the light bulb somewhere, then you have one less thing to take with you. Because I assume when you travel on holidays, or maybe your job requires to traveling from one town to another and sleep in hotels, and so you don't need to take this charger with you. You just take the bulb and your charger for your mobile phone, which obviously you have to take with you. One less things to carry, one less thing to forget about, and of course this is very convenient. And now let's go to my living room and I will demonstrate on my sofa different ways of using this light bulb so you can make the most of it. I have now moved to my living room so I can use this sofa to demonstrate how to use this light bulb in different positions for different parts of the body. So, but before I do it, I just want to tell you that here in the belt there is this pocket which is perfect for putting that battery. So for instance, if you walk around and do some things like, you know, exercising or doing chores while doing light therapy, that you can have it nicely put here, and everything is easy to walk around the house. I think it's a very good solution because it allows us to be free and move around the house and do other things while we are doing red light therapy. First, I need to apologize. I'm going to show you using this belt on my clothes, but of course to do light therapy appropriately, you would need to take off your clothes and put a light bulb directly onto your skin. Most people, when they see light bulb, they think that it's for doing light therapy on our either tummy or lower back. And of course this is obvious and a quite popular way of doing it. So for instance, some people do it on the back to help with back pain perhaps, or if they do it on the tummy, some people use light therapy to help get rid of this stubborn fat in the front belly. So that of course is one of the way people using it. You can lower the belt really down below to help you with some pain in your very low back. You can of course lift it higher and higher, so you can put it even higher in the chest like this to do the therapy on the upper body. And of course if you want to do it in front, then you will have to put that lights in front and wrap yourself accordingly. One more thing I want to say, with the belt I've got this strap. Instruction doesn't really show what is it for. I saw on one of the Mito movies from the light belt. on one of the videos about the previous model of the light belt, Mito shows a lady that she basically puts the belt like this, and this straps around. Perhaps this is for extra security when you do some kind of exercises, when you are really active while doing light therapy. I feel like when I sit down and don't walk around, I don't feel like I need this extra belt. And perhaps another reason for having this extra belt is that this belt can maximally, let's say, fit the person this big. So let's say I can put still my hand here, but let's say if somebody is more athletic and then you won't be able to do the belt with this strap, then this extra strap can be handy, because of course you can wrap around and extend the size of the belt. So maybe you can use it for this purpose as well. I'm not going to use this belt for demonstration because this is, I feel like it's not needed for what I do. Okay, so let's show other ways of using this light belt. Many people who work at home, they might also feel some stress and tension on their muscles in their shoulders. So you could put the light belt on your shoulder like this and do light therapy like this. For 10 minutes, for instance. 10 minutes is standard time for most of the sessions recommended, but what the producer says is that when you start doing sessions, of course, do it gradually. So maybe start with 3 minutes, then 5, and then when you are okay and your body adjusts to this kind of therapy, then stick to 10 minutes per area. So for instance, 10 minutes on the shoulders if you want. You can also do some kind of therapy on your neck if you feel like some achy problems with neck. You can do it as well. The other day my wife had a headache, and I told her, why don't you just try the belt? So basically she put the belt like this, and after 10 minutes she felt better. But of course, I cannot say if it's going to work or not work on the headache. What I say is that if you would like to try, you can do it this way and see if it works for you or not. And remember, this is not health advice, so whenever you have any problems with your health, you need to contact the relevant specialist. Another way of using this belt is for doing some light therapy on muscles and joints. So for instance, if you have problems with your hips, you can do the hip, one hip at a time. So for instance, you can lie down comfortably and put the belt on one side. If you have problems with your thighs, maybe they are getting tired, or maybe you want to do some improvement in skin, then of course you can wrap yourself around one thigh at a time, 10 minutes, and then swap on another leg. What I mentioned, that people are doing a light belt for improving skin on the tummy area. Of course, some people may want to do light therapy for stretch marks. It may work, I don't know. If you want to try, of course, that's very easy. You just wrap yourself around this way and then hold for 10 minutes. Remember that you should do it when you already give birth to your baby, so never do light therapy when you have a baby in your tummy, because we don't know what are the results of this, and we don't want to risk anything. Just to be on the safe side, after giving birth, then you can do some light therapy for your skin, stretch marks, or other things like this. So let's do now light therapy on your knees. Some people have problems, maybe arthritis or other aches and pains in their knees. I personally have some problems with knees when I play a lot with my children. Sometimes I'm getting too enthusiastic with football, and of course after the game my knees hurt me. So I used to use my big panels for it, but now I've got this light belt, so I can use this belt to wrap around both of my knees, and I can do session much quicker than I was able to using light panels. So let me show you how easy it is to do it. So basically you just wrap around your knees like this, and do the session 10 minutes, and then you are done, because both knees get the light from the front and from the back. So I think it's a good position for the knee therapy. Of course, if you are tired after spending too much time standing up, for instance doing a busy day at work, you can put the light belt like this and do the therapy on this side, then turn around and do the light therapy this way. It may be helpful when, for instance, for air crew, when they walk around on the plane and on standing up position so many hours, they go to hotel room, take the light belt and do some light therapy on the legs. Of course, you can also wrap your legs this way, whichever you prefer. And the same with feet. Actually, light belt is excellent for doing red light therapy on our feet, because I don't think you can get that comfortable position with any light panels I have at the moment. And the light belt allows you to just basically wrap your feet around neatly, and both feet receive treatment. You can get yourself comfortable. Even you can watch something on your mobile phone or watch on television and still get a nice therapy for your feet. If you have some aches and pains in the back, you can of course do therapy putting belt one side like this, so it will go on the shoulder here and then on the upper back, and then you can put the light on the other side. Basically, your imagination is your limitation. I found that this belt gives you a lot of opportunities to do light therapy on different parts of our body very easily. It's not just for our tummy and our lower back, but for the shoulders, for the head, for legs, for knees, for thighs. So you can do some therapy on your hips as well. So it gives you a lot of options, and you've got a timer. You've got 5 different settings of the light strength, so you can adjust exactly for what you need. So after watching different positions using this light belt, you might think, is it something just right for me, or maybe I should go for a light panel or a small handheld device? Which one is right for you? I think that if you intend to use the light belt on the specific body parts I just demonstrated a couple minutes ago, then this is the right product for you, because it's perfect for targeted treatment on specific areas of our body. And it's light, it's portable, it's rechargeable, so we can move around and take it with us to work, on holidays, having some sessions during a lunch break, for instance. So it's very handy. But if you intend to do full body light therapy, then of course larger panel, actually even a set of large panels is ideal, because when you have couple large panels, you shine the light from the top of your head to the tip of your toes, and of course the whole body receives light therapy. But of course it's more expensive because larger panels are more expensive. And if you want to start red light therapy and see if it works for you, I think this is a very good option. Check it out. Remember, you have 2 months trial period. Test it if it works for you, if it works for your family, and you see. If it works, great. If it doesn't, return, and they will give you money back. If you like this video, please give it a thumb up. I really appreciate it. Share with your friends who would also benefit from watching it. Check out my website for more information about red light therapy, lights I use and recommend, and more discount codes. If you are new here, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.